Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Alchemy League Season 3 casting with Cookie Pirate. Today, we've got a game from Round 4, the first sprint of 2. We have Oladushek versus Smokey. Hope you all are doing well as the weekend is kind of winding down to an end. I figure we'll close it out with some casting. Tech Chariot, welcome. Go check out Tech's channel. He's got some really good casts of a bunch of games. He kind of knocked a bunch out of the park today. I think he did 3 streams and a total of 6 casts, or 6 sets of, or basically matches. But yeah, go check his content out. Great caster, really does a great job of putting this all together. Did a great job with the maps. Alright, here we are in Capture Age. First game today is going to be on the map of Round 4, which is Libadi, which is based, I believe, on Ensemble Studios' Prairie map. I'm going to go actually ahead and let the recording roll. So we have Oladushek playing as the Chinese in blue on the left-hand side. Over here on the right, we have Smokey in yellow playing as the Georgians. This is a bit of an interesting matchup here. Chinese, we've seen a fair bit. The Georgians are kind of an interesting choice. Now, one of the cool things about the Georgians and the Armenians is you get these mule carts, which are mobile drop-off points for resources. Which is really neat. You can move them around as needed. You can use them to explore, and that's exactly what he's doing with this one over here. Is just kind of scouting out a bit. Meanwhile, Oladushek over here, starting out taking sheep, pushing deer as well. And remember, in all of these Season 3 maps, you get a, I'm gonna call it a hoplite, and it isn't correct, heavy swordsman. I guess you get 2 of them as the unique scouts. Smokey also pushing deer here. So this map, made by Tech Chariot, makes Arabia look safe, and that's pretty tough to do. But this map is so open that it makes Arabia look safe, because you have nothing in front of you that you can really use to wall off, and it is basically unimpeded just to run right across the map to your opponent. And then, of course, your opponent can do the exact same thing. All the wood is concentrated behind the player bases, and to the north and to the south. There's really nothing in front. Makes it tough. You do have these little, and this is kind of an odd generation of the map, but you have kind of 4 corners that drop down in elevation down to what I believe would be like the sea. Well, kind of water up there. It looks like somehow this one was prevented from dropping all the way, and then that one right there, you have this very tiny connection with some shorefish. Really beautiful map though. Kind of encompasses a plain. I'll call it a semi-arid. It's probably not 100% accurate, but it's definitely a resemblance of that that Mediterranean climate that Greece would be known for. Okay, so we've got a lumber camp here. Oladushek is still pushing deer. Those are random, usually they're... Yeah, I was gonna say that usually seems that all 4 of them have water, so... I don't know if they have a chance of not, or how it's coded, or what. This is the first time I've seen it where only 3 of them have water. Especially this one here is kind of at the side. But it's not ultimately that important. It certainly is a beautiful map. So Oladushek making a mining camp here to start taking gold. What is Smokey doing? Building houses. And, yep, doesn't need to build any mining camps or lumber camps, because you get new hearts, which is pretty cool. I actually do have the Georgians and the Armenians DLC. They're fun. They've kind of been nerfed since they came out. They were ridiculously strong, as is the case a lot of the times with, new civs that the game releases, and then they get nerfed. They make them really good, so people buy them, and then they nerf them. Oladushek is clicked up on 21. Oh! Oh, yes! We get Heavy Swordsman fight. One drops. Smokey wins that, and holy cow. Just look at how low health these two are remaining. So Smokey wins that fight, but just barely. And these two are treacherously low health. 1. Does he have 1 HP? Yep, 1 and 1. Oladushek sending a villager forward. And I'm kind of curious as to what's going on here. Yeah, good micro from Smokey. Yeah, he barely pulled. Oh, look at this! Wow! Now the villagers are having it out. Oladushek wisely not taking that fight. And, it seems Smokey is content to follow him back, and then, you know, they retreat. Nope, they're headed back! Oladushek has hit feudal. Smokey is still about 20 seconds away from it. And these two villagers retreat back to the mill, and Oladushek's villager... Wait, he's turning back. Okay, so what is... Smokey hits feudal. I was wondering what Oladushek... Is he trying to lame these deer, perhaps? Well, I mean, you can't really... You can't lame it per se, because you'd still be able to harvest the meat from it, so I guess he's kind of just stealing it for himself. Yes, Tech, good point. He can garrison the two in the TC. So... Should have covered the skill level of players. I don't know exactly how far from the top these two are, but these are two of the highest level players in the competition. So I think we're going to see a lot of good gameplay. And that's not to say that we don't see good gameplay from the lower level players. But we're going to, I should say, we'll see probably clean gameplay, although I don't know. You know, difficult circumstances can trip up even the highest level players. Look at this, Smokey is actually finding a way to wall. Oladushek 1.9, Smokey 2.2. Oh! Yeah, thank you for that, Tech. So there's actually a little bit of a difference in skill here. Smokey having a bit of an advantage. No handicap though, if I'm not mistaken. So the handicap isn't enough to, or the difference in elo isn't enough to warrant a handicap. Smokey's got his scout kind of over here. He's taking sheep. What is Oladushek doing? He's building along. He's taking wood. He's taking gold. He's got some forward buildings over here. He's got some archers. Of course, the Chinese. Good archers. Chukanus. No handicap. Thank you, Tech. I love archers. But look at this, Smokey has skirmishers, and oh boy, this could be a bit of a problem. Look at that. Let the war crimes begin. Starting to attack a civilian population. Oh, the villager goes down. Now these scouts are coming around to the other side, trying to get this watchtower up, but it's... He is walling it in, but the skirmishers are going to continue to harass these villagers. And archers versus these skirmishers, I would not take that fight. Smokey's got scouts to back them up. But he is pulling them back, so the watchtower will go up. It did cost Oladushek a villager. Here's a spearman. It's kind of good for defensive purposes when he comes back with the scouts, but he's going to have to come up with something to deal with these skirmishers. Because unless he gets a major leg up in terms of his archer strength, the skirmishers are just going to melt. Watchtower is up. The gold is secured. Somewhat. Now, look over here. Oladushek is moving forward with his archers, and here come the scouts. And looks like they don't want to take that fight. Now, let's take a look at blacksmith upgrades. Smokey has none, but Oladushek did get fletching. Neither player's anywhere close to clicking up to castle, I should say. Not anywhere close in food. Oladushek almost has the required gold. Smokey not even close. Both players do have required buildings to go up, though. Archer. Oh, man. Now look at this. Archers are actually taking the scouts out. I don't know if he had anything helping him down there. It looks like something was here. I didn't see what it may have been. But the archers are actually ahead. He's got these skirmishers, but he's not taking the fight. Importantly, his villagers are kept alive, and the mule cart. Now, the great thing about the mule cart is you can drop pretty much any resources off at them, to my understanding. I'm pretty sure food. Definitely wood, definitely gold and stone. And they are mobile, but it is a lot easier to destroy them than to destroy, for example, a mining camp or a lumber camp. So you do have to be careful and protect them in that aspect. So we have a blacksmith. Archers coming back around. I really want to see these players go up to castle. Smokey does have a score lead, about 250 points, 280, 270 or so, yeah, whatever the number. Now, take a look at the players. Oladushek actually has 5 kills, and Smokey has 7. And it's still only the 1 eco kill that Smokey got. The 1 villager. Oladushek also has a little bit more idle TC time. Smokey is a little bit less. But their idle eco times are both pretty low. Smokey has a higher idle eco percentage. But we're seeing, we're seeing definite high-level gameplay here. And it is tough to play flawlessly on such an exposed and open map like this. If this was Arena, that would be a different story. Tech says the mule cart cannot accept any food that is not hunted meat, I believe. I think you're right. I was believing it could take some food. I will have to double check on that. Obviously, take a look. The archers are over here to harass. And Smokey trying to get these walls up. Skirmisher actually does go down. He is outnumbered here, so these skirmishers would not be able to win that fight. Although he could certainly do some damage. Oh! Pick the low ones off. But, well, he's got the spearman over here helping out. Now, Smokey is not going to win this fight, although he did put a hurting on Oladushek's, archer mask there. Oladushek hits castle. Smokey still has over a minute to go, but he's getting bloodlines, he's getting scale barding armor. He did get fledging, and, interestingly, Oladushek did get forging, maybe for the spearman. He also has scale barding armor, which makes me think that he may end up moving into... well, now he's producing knights. So he's going to go heavy cav. Interesting choice. Palisade wall under attack. Yeah, it's these remaining archers back here actually putting a stomping on this stuff back here. Oladushek did get an eco kill. I believe it was one of the villagers right here. Watching what's going on here. Oh! Ah, he's working on trying to keep the mule cart. Oh, he's researching bow saw at the mule cart. And it did look like the archer was actually trying to take a couple chip shots at it. Right here we have, yes, we have fortified church. Smokey is gonna produce probably some monks. I was gonna say warrior priest, but the Armenians get that, not the Georgians. Smokey sending a group of knights coming out. That archer's gonna go down. Yeah, easy work of that. Town center out here. Fortified church. Let's take a look. Oh, take a look at this here. We have knights and camels. What? Camels? Haha. This could be interesting. And they're gonna try to get into these palisade walls. Smokey's gonna need to be careful if he does send those. He should be able to deal with the knights. Yeah, he doesn't have forging, but yeah, the camels, that's gonna be a problem for him. Oh, we're gonna get monks. Ha! He got a camel! Oh, but that is bad. He is in. He is in. And Smokey may have a little bit of trouble cleaning these up. He's gonna pick these off. He's gotta be careful with those, but Oladushek is pulling the camels back. Kinda interesting. Working on another conversion. I think he did get one. Oh, so Smokey actually cleans those up, but he's got a few up here that he's got to watch out for. And Oladushek is up to 5-6 now. Eco kills. Camel goes down. He's still got a little bit of cleanup, so Smokey able to mount a defense and force Oladushek to retreat. But that was a costly raid. Look at this, Oladushek has just basically completely secured this in. He's got a watchtower here. It's covering the gold, and he's completely walled in his villagers. Unless there's a small break right here, I think. Yeah, there is. Almost completely safe, though. And he could probably secure that very easily if he needed to. I mean, this is how exposed this is. I mean, it's just wide open. You can run right through here. But he is doing a good job of safing up out over here. Look at the lack of walling. I mean, you could kind of call that walling, but that's just more, I would call that more enclosing. Whereas Smokey has made a more true effort to wall. There are definite breaches here. Oh, wow, Oladushek just now getting horse collar. Smokey just now getting, oh gosh, forging, and he's picking up husbandry. Both players have bow saw. Oladushek did get wheelbarrow. Both players have not husbandry, bloodlines. Now it looks like Smokey is sending a group together. Texas, Georgian do get warrior priest. I did not think they did. Some people just believe in vision and quick walls, no classical walls. Yeah. You know, and if you can play that way effectively, then... Oh, yes. We get some monk activity. Smokey sending 3 forward. But he really does have to be careful because that is a pretty sizable mass of camels. Look at this. Oladushek is getting devotion. I don't see people getting devotion much. Well, I mean, maybe you do. I don't. That is interesting. He does have to be careful moving forward. Oh, it looks like... Nope. Yeah, he's on to it. They're coming back. And I think Smokey may lose this fight. That's a lot of camels. And those monks are just dropping like flies. He did get some camel conversions, though. So it wasn't all in vain. And now... yeah, that's mostly cleaned up. It does look like Smokey was able to salvage a few of those. But now, Oladushek is following them on the retreat coming over, and that could be a bit of a problem. And there's a breach, and they are in, and that is a problem. Right back here to the wood line. Yeah, we're gonna have more war crimes. Oh, villagers dropping 12 to 1, 14 to 1. Yeah, this is a mess. This is a mess for Smokey. I don't think he realized that that was exposed. It would have been extremely easy to seal off. And Smokey pulling his units back in. Why does Smokey have so many barracks? That is a good question. I really don't know. It's 2. Well, are you seeing more, actually? I only see 2, Tech. But yeah, still, why build 2 if you're not really going into infantry? Maybe he was planning that he would need to use pikemen. Oh my gosh, 22-23 now, and he's just... Oladushek is cleaning this up. Making easy work of it. And... interestingly, Oladushek is behind in the score. But look at the idle eco percentage now. Smokey up to 5.5%, and Oladushek sitting below 1.5. 27 to 1 equals. Oh man. Not really sure why Oladushek is behind in the score. Well, if you look, yeah, bigger eco still has 73 eco units. Does have more military units on the board, but I mean, just look at how little effort Oladushek is really needing to clean this up. I mean, he just came in and he doubled, pretty much, his eco kills just on that retreat after they were fighting kind of over here. Which is kind of wild. Does look like Smokey is mounting a little bit of a counterattack. But now Oladushek has a monk of his own. Oh, he did not get the conversion. I was thinking he would. Gold shaft mining coming in for Oladushek here. Oh no, the knights are in. And more villager kills! 45. Oh my gosh. 46. Make an advanced episode of Sesame Street. How many villager kills Oladushek is getting? 47! 49! Oh man. 50! And Smokey still only has 1 to speak for. I mean, he has made his way over here. But I think, number 1, Oladushek has been prepared. And has been able to effectively stop the offensives. And then to mount a counterattack of his own, and he's just absolutely wreaking havoc, up to 52. That is a substantial level of aggression. Yes, you are right, Tech. The crazy part is Smokey still does have the villager lead. Yes, he does, although the gap is closed a little bit. I think he's got a little bit more of an established, eco. I mean, despite having everything just... and it wiped out repeatedly. Oh, but look at this. This is an extremely aggressive castle. Oh, but look at this. Smokey is getting pikemen on the board. And, I don't think he's gonna have too much trouble cleaning some of that. Wow! Whoa! Did you see that coming? Smokey called, or Smokey takes the win when Oladushek called the GG. I mean, had the score lead, but Oladushek had the initiative here. I guess when this castle drop failed, he realized that Smokey's eco maybe was better set up, and all that raiding did cost Oladushek quite a bit in terms of military units. That was a lot. The overall kill to death was 110 to 84, so there were some high losses on both sides. Now, I mean, the eco, that was completely Oladushek's. But I believe when they found that this castle could not go up, Oladushek really wasn't going to be able to effectively take Smokey off of any more resources to prevent him from being able to continue to boom up and ultimately mount a counter attack and perhaps take the fight back. Or maybe Oladushek just was frustrated that the castle wasn't going to go up. Decided to just call it there. I don't know. But this seemed like a really abrupt ending. But anyway, that was a really entertaining first match. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. Yeah, 53 knights compared to 38 pikemen, so Smokey was able to take in a pikeman there. Take a look at the stats real quick here. Just the composition across the board. Smokey did have the higher military score. Eco definitely took. Technology was fairly close, and the overall score was about a 1,300 difference. And look right here. Military pop is actually relatively close through. I mean, it dipped here when Oladushek had sent a lot to their demise in some more costly encounters and raids. Both dropped off here, but then Oladushek never really to be able to continue producing enough to the point that Smokey was. And I think that may have had a factor for Oladushek calling the GG. But the army high was fairly close on each side, 28. Again, the kill to death wasn't that far off, 110 to 84. This is really interesting right here. Not a single building razed or destroyed by either player. And the conversions, Smokey did get 8. Oladushek did try, but he wasn't able to convert any of them. When it comes to the eco, take a look at the resources. Smokey got more wood, more food. Only a third of the gold that Oladushek did. And actually, this stone was pretty close. I did not notice this, but Smokey actually did get 2 of the relics, and Oladushek did get 1. But the entire time, Oladushek was actually just a little bit ahead in resource collection, and I think it was just because of how frequently he was raiding. Smokey just able to continue to build back. Because they were just walls, yeah. Yeah, not an actual physical structure. Went down, which was kind of surprising. I expected that there might have been a couple buildings that got destroyed in all the mayhem. But I guess not here. Oladushek had a better feudal time by 47 seconds. And a better castle time by 1 minute 13. Smokey explored more of the map, and the technology count was a little bit higher for Oladushek. So you do see both players in both situations, or well, I should say both situations, but in multiple situations, each player excelled over the other in certain things, which is nice. I like seeing that. And we have just the overall society count. Alright, I'm going to pull the second match up. I'm going to pause it. Close out of that, and I'm going to put the step away screen real quick. I need to step up just real quick and take care of a couple things, and we'll be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. Let's get ready for game 2. Go ahead and unpause, and this is on Nomadis, which was, I believe made by BP Dredge and Tech Chariot assisted a little bit. And this is, well, you can probably tell from the name, Nomad, and it's just a Greek-themed Nomad, very Mediterranean. Beautiful, beautiful water here. So, Nomad, and both players have already deleted what they start with, which is an ox cart. And the ox cart drops villagers and an ox. Or a water buffalo. And am I correct in seeing that Smokey has already stolen Oladushek's water buffalo? Yes, he did. Oh man, we're not even a minute and a half in. Well, we are now, but at the time we were not. And Smokey already. Oh man. Alright, well, Smokey's is already up. He is playing in yellow as the Bohemians. I like that. Up here, Oladushek is in blue as the Malians. And I'm not really sure which of these two civs has the advantage here. I know Bohemians get ridiculously strong if they get to the late game. I'm not very familiar with Malians. I know the Bohemians are not a particularly good early game civ. See, there's the water buffalo. Start collecting some food. Now there's a boar lure. And yeah, one of them pulls back. Okay, you got it. Alright, up here Oladushek is doing what? Chopping wood, taking a boar, gathering sheep. Now I like this location right here for Oladushek. He's got two very good clumps of wood, and a third one not far away. He's got berries nearby, he has a relic, and access to water. And he's already taken advantage of that. Take a look here. Look at the placement of that ruins. Is pretty cool. And he's got a dock right here. And this, the placement of this, I mean, he kind of has a little bit of an advantage the way the terrain generated right here. This is a really good dock placement because he can basically cut off this back here and fish with, I would say, little concern of disruption. Down over here, Smokey has set up a dock on this side, and I would say he could do the same thing. Based on his placement of the dock, he can basically cut this water off, and it looks like he actually has a little bit more fish that he can collect over here. So, yeah, good dock placement by both players. Berries, boars. Alright, so taking a look, Tech says, what is the gold situation? That is a good question because when I was looking, I didn't see gold over here. There is a clump there, but that's a little far out. Smokey does have a clump of gold. Right on the berries. Good position for the wood. Stone not far away. Not too far away, I would say. And he could wall that off. Oladushek definitely does have to go a little bit further for gold. But he does have some right here. Now, he doesn't have it in the safety of or near his town center, but he has a good access to gold right here. And then out here on the so far uninhabited southwestern kind of side of the island, or the island peninsula, whatever it is. Good amount of resources there. Oladushek has a palisade wall under attack. Ow. I am not really sure what happened there. I'm not sure if he tried to cut him off. Or it could have been that the heavy swordsman just stumbled upon. Could be that he stumbled upon those villagers started attacking and Oladushek put a wall down to try to cut him off. Yeah, I would be a little bit wary of that. Oh, come on. Okay. Smokey scout walled in. Oh, he actually is? Oh, yeah, you know what? I guess because you can't really walk around that. Wow! So Oladushek actually walling in Smokey's heavy swordsman. Interesting choice. And he is actually taking deer here. Smokey's clicked up. Oladushek has the food to click up. He does not have that second building he needs. And I would imagine we're going to see him try to put that down. Yep, there's the mill. He does have the dock there. That will, that'll do it for him to click up, but Smokey definitely has a head start going up. Here's Loom for Oladushek. Did Smokey get Loom? I didn't see it, but I believe he would have. Yes, he did. He's still trying to fight his way out. Oh, man. Another boar goes down. So it looks like for now both players are pretty content to just kind of building up. Now where is Oladushek's heavy swordsman? He's got sheep around. Smokey has reached feudal. Where is that heavy swordsman? Right here. There he is. Double bit axe, and Oladushek is about 20 seconds away from feudal. I think he needs to be careful here because Smokey is up earlier. So on 27, I think Yeah. Oh, well, here's a market. If he gets to castle, and Oladushek isn't prepared for that, that could be a real problem for him. Oladushek moving down on stone, selling food to get gold. There he clicks up to castle. And so Oladushek is actually going to be going up to castle before Smokey. So I think he's going to be in okay shape regarding that. Smokey has just clicked castle. Do we have any activity on water? No. Well, I mean, we have fishing ships. I should say, do we have any combat activity on water? And the answer is not yet. I love... Oh, yes, now we do! And it's a galley versus a fire galley. Started to say fire ship, but that's a different unit. So, well, it's an advanced unit of that there. And... yeah. He's getting in over here. And, yep. We're gonna see... some fishing ships get damaged. Yeah, he's trying to take a couple pop shots, but he's going to be able to burn that down. Is he going to be able to... Oh, he lost one. Wow. Okay. But he does take out Smokey's galley there. He's got now 3 fire galleys on the map. And I have a feeling he's going to be coming back for some retaliatory measures. Oladushek hits castle. Smokey is only 15 seconds now from... Oh, excuse me. From it. Got a bit of the hiccups. Yeah, there we go. Smokey at castle. He's taking a drink when it hit. War Galley upgrade coming in for Oladushek. And look at this Tech Chariot's favorite. So we got stone walls right here. We have a monastery from Smokey, and then we have a castle right here. Interesting. 2 monasteries. 3 monasteries! Oh, we're gonna see a Bohemian monk rush. Alright. And there's a house. When you see 3 monasteries close like that, you know what's coming. I guess some bombard cannons and some... gosh. Hofnitze, perhaps. If this makes it to Imperial, I think this is going to be a Smokey victory. But they're not to Imperial yet. Both players in Castle. Anything could happen. But take a look, this monastery is actually taking arrow fire. He's... Ha! Oh, the market crumbles and the monks are in. Although they do have to worry about the arrow fire there. Builder was converted by Smokey. Yeah. So... Oh, look at this. We have the axe... or no, the cabetos. I was gonna say axe throwers, but... I mean, they effectively are axe throwers. Oof! Oladushek... Oh, he did delete it, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think he would have gotten heresy. He must have deleted it. But I mean, in either case, if Smokey had converted it, I think Smokey would have just deleted it so he could get in anyway. So, I don't know. I'm taking stone right there. Now we have some mangonels here to start chipping away at these stone walls. Trying to get in that way around the castle. And these could be exposed. Now let's go take a look at what is happening on water. legend has it, and the legend is confirmed to be true, that this heavy swordsman is still trapped behind the palisade walls. And he's about halfway to cutting his way out to freedom. Devotion again for Oladushek. We saw him get that in the first game. Alright, the mangonels have broken through the stone walls the monks are in. Here's the heavy swordsman coming down. Here is Oladushek maybe gonna start attacking. No. No, I think they would surround him and take him out pretty quickly. Yeah, here we go. Take a look. Now we have fire ships, and he's taking Smokey off a fish. Now he's burning down the docks, and it looks like he burned down a house. Okay. Now we take a look over here. Oladushek's still able to fish somewhat. Heavy swordsman still trying to cut his way through. Squires. Monks. Trying to convert the Gebettos. That monastery is actually down to about half its HP due to the arrow fire. Whoa! Smokey called the GG already? What? Okay. So kinda in the same taste, but on the opposite side, the game, the GG was called kinda fairly abruptly, I think. Well, he was taken completely off of water. Again, Oladushek, 6 eco kills and Smokey only had 1. Now, granted, it wasn't the 50-something that he had in the first game. Maybe it was the fact that he got taken off of fish. I didn't really see a raid happening. If it did, I didn't see it. We were kind of more focused on what was going on here. It could be just that he wasn't able to do the monk push successfully. I don't know, but GG to Oladushek. He got the win there. That was a pretty fast win. 14 Gebettos, and Smokey's most produced was 13 monks. Both players get a win. I always like to see a set go 1-1. If you take a look, both players right about the 2%, and both players were relatively close in idle TC time. Pretty close in res collections. Let's go to the statistics. Yep. So Oladushek did have a little bit more in terms of military. And look at the score, only 346, but then Smokey only had 61. But the eco scores were close, the technology scores were close. Oladushek did get his castle, Smokey never did. So, combination of that. Slight deficit there, and a major deficit there. And the military score just led to a score difference of about 640 there. Joe, welcome. Ukrainian flag, yeah. It actually, it does kind of look like that there. If you go to military scores here, though, 7.5 to 1, 15 to 2, and the raise to destruction. Oladushek did destroy 3 of Smokey's buildings, and of course, he did not destroy any of Oladushek's. Conversions, Smokey did get 2 of them. Oladushek is Belarusian. Interesting. I know he does some videos or some streams in Russian, so I knew he had to be somewhere from the probably the former Soviet sphere. Army high 15 to 11 right there. Alright, and eco. Again, Oladushek kind of ahead most of the time there until it kind of evened out. So, similar, just like in the first game. No relics. Now, if you look at the total collected, wow. I mean, that was that close. The total res that they collected, there was a difference of 58. That's really close. A little more wood for Smokey. Considerably more food for Oladushek, but considerably more gold. And then Oladushek went on stone and Smokey never did. Technology-wise, exactly a minute ahead into feudal, and then Oladushek was about 24 seconds ahead into castle. And high exploration scores for both, low research scores. Smokey did get a little bit more there. Yeah. And you take a look there at the society scores, and yeah. Return to the map here. Oh, come on. Return to map. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this one, folks. Well done to both players. This was an entertaining set. Oladushek and Smokey both walking away with a win. They earned points toward their progress in, well, this was Sprint 1 Round 4. Tech Chariot, what a great stream. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in, man. Always a pleasure to have you. So yeah, good set. Look forward to seeing more games in the second sprint, so rounds 5 through 8. Or if they're calling him Sprint 2 Round 1, I guess, is, well, I don't know. I'd probably call it Round 5, just for... I don't know. I don't know why I'm even mentioning that right now, but yeah, the second sprint is gonna be really good. Higher prize pool, so there's more at stake for the second sprint. Gonna see some maps that we really have not seen much of so far in the second sprint. More maps of the round that really haven't been played a whole lot in the first sprint here. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Look forward to doing some more casting here in the future, and until then, you all take care, stay safe, we'll see ya.